Oh, it is really cold. Right. Right. Let us load up the next game. Just pin that one. Remove it from this group. Shy Cats Hidden Tracks Volume 1. Now, I could only find Shy Cats Hidden Tracks Volume Paris on IGDB. So I don't know whether it's the same thing. This one appears to have where are we? Rio, Tokyo, and Paris. So, you know, maybe it was combining stuffs. But this one is published by Lucky Raccoon Games and developed by Enchant Games. We enjoyed Shy Cats Hidden Orchestra and Shy Dogs Hidden Orchestra. But it's not a full-length stream game because it's quite hard to see them sometimes. So I like to do it sitting in front of my TV. But we're going to do just about an hour based on timing. We've been really great on timing. Amazing on timing today. This came out on the 13th of December last year, 2024, and it's an Ideate Xbox game. Thank you to Ideate Xbox for the code for this one. For the base game, it's £3.79 or $4.49. There is also a Shy Cats and Shy Dogs bundle, which bundles the three games together for £19.19 or $10.99. So I think, being as like the other ones have title updates as well, this one probably might. But there are, like, you know, there's a decent amount of playtime in that, and that's a pretty good deal if you don't have any of the games already. So yeah, we're playing on Xbox today. There are 13 achievements, all of which are obtainable. And I believe it's also available on other platforms and consoles. It's definitely on Steam. It's definitely on Steam, put it that way. I think it's on other stuff, but it's one of those ones where it's really hard to find up-to-date information on everything because a lot of stuff gets, you know, sort of updated for like Steam, and then it doesn't so much get updated when it comes out on console, or sometimes it has console but not Steam. So yeah, if you're watching me, you possibly play on Xbox, so yeah, or Steam, and it is definitely on those two. Right, okay, let me just have a check on chat. Okay, so why don't we change the subject for the new game? Because I don't want to go down any routes that are going to start upsetting people. And, you know, as, you know, if you've been in my streams long enough, then you know how I feel about things. All right, zooming with the RT and the LT. Slow mode, fast mode is... Which is this, left or right? Right button by the looks of it. Moving the cursor, finding the cursor with Y, useful thing that they added in a title update in Shy Dogs. Very glad they added that in. Ooh, liking the whole purple theme here. So standard controls. There's just... Alright, okay, so there's... Wow, there are 60 singing kittens and 99 money bags hidden around the city. Can you find them all? My God! Find the Roofcap Music Band School. There you can hire instrumental musicians to enhance your music. There are 6 music-loving animals in town, but they're picky. Talk to them to earn recurring money if they like your sound. Click on the magnifying glass to buy a hint if needed. Don't forget, by clicking on the kittens you find, you can mute or unmute them. This way you create your music. Good luck. Okay, so like the Shy Dogs and Shy Cats ones had, I don't know, like half a dozen maybe slightly more levels. But they were smaller, and you'd have like the band. And then you'd have to like find the secret code to unlock the secret animal. So this one, I don't know how much of a sound it is with only three cats singing. Um, but we are zoomed in as much as we can. Hi, the music is not quite right for me. I need more voices in the choir. Okay. So we're just going to sort of see what we can. We're in Rio. This is the start one. This is apparently the easy level. 1 star. So um, that arrow goes back to the menu. Just so you know. Um, it is. These ones, they're generally slightly harder to find because they're sort of merged in. This one's an easier one, but some of the Shy Cats and Shy Dogs levels, as you got to like the later ones, were really, really hard. I still enjoyed them, but there was one that was snow, and the cursor is white. And before they had the this press Y to make the cursor flash, it was a case of, oh my god, I really have to know where my cursor is so I know where I'm clicking. It was very tricky. Need more voices in the choir. Okay. So this one might be slightly quieter until I've got more cats or kittens. I've decided instead of going up, I'm going along the bottom now. But I always love the hidden cat type games. I just, they make me happy. I used to like Where's Wally. Um, when I was a kid, they did a little TV show of that. When I was slightly older, I don't know if that ever, if that still exists, but that was fun. Because I used to sit way too close to the TV to try and find Wally and get told off by my mum. Um, so yeah. Um, but yeah, it's like also Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego, which I think they're bringing out a game. Um, I don't really remember much other than Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego. What the premise was. I think she was like an international thief or something. Oh, the timed ones are tricky. I did do a stream for that one, Valbo. If you look on my YouTube, you can see all my past streams. Um, it really just is a case of memorizing where they are. But yeah, we did do Cat's Hide and Seek Osaka on stream, and it was definitely tricky. Um, it was a case of finding them all and then having to remember where you found them so that you could do the timed mode, but then always being one that you forgot, and then you do it again and get the one that you forgot, but then you'd not have something else, and it's like, oh my god, where is it? But it is very. If you know where they are, you have the time. If you can't remember where they are, then it's tricky, but you could watch a video. I think if you pause, it pauses the timer, so. No, it's perfect. I loved it. Take this reward and come back here again in a little while. Cool. I don't know what I got, but because I wasn't. Oh, there's coins and bags of. All right, so there's bags, but also coins. You know what? I'm just gonna click on things until I found the stuff, and then I get achievements. Half course. I found half the kitty choir. Yay. But yeah, again, this is the easy one. So I think this is possibly a smaller game than the others if there's only 3 levels, but also they're bigger. The levels are much bigger because you used to only have to find like 10 and then the hidden one with the pattern. So it possibly works out about the same. We'll see whether this one works better for me or not. I don't know. That's a giant bag. But I do like how the colours are designed to sort of mould in. I feel like that gives it extra. But I also like the Hidden Cats one where it colours it in and then it makes it obvious where you've missed them. I don't know. It's hard to know which one. Not quite right. There was one over here. Not quite right. Okay. Ooh, one here. Perfect. Excellent. So yeah. I understand. I understand. Completely, Valbo. Yeah. It fits with how my brain works. My brain liked it. But I can understand, you know, if it doesn't work with your brain, then it ends up using more energy than feels right for a computer game. So, you know, it's one of those things where you almost need... Ah, hello. So there's a little thing. Found half the lost money bags. Because, yeah, it's like I could go back into the office 5 days a week. But what it would do would be using up all my energy, and then I wouldn't be able to stream or eat or do anything other than recover. So therefore, I want to work remotely because then I actually have energy to eat and sleep rather than pass out from exhaustion. And stream and you know, read books and play games and stuff. So, you know, the only good thing about COVID was that remote work became more acceptable. But now it's a case of trying to, you know, find companies to work for that are not trying to do return to office indiscriminately and not caring about disabled people. Because, yeah. Yes, the art style in Cat and Seek was great. But yeah, there's 3 different types of hidden cat games. 4 different types, I suppose, if you count this one. You have more money for me? Right, so once I've got enough cats, then they get money and then they get a progress bar. And when the progress bar is full, then I get more money. Okay, so if we zoom out. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, more voices. Well, we're only missing 10. Perfect. I just added that one and it went squeak. Oh, 3 days a week despite their entire team being based in a different country. Yeah. Office for the sake of office, when everyone's on a video call, irritates me no end. You know, if people are in the office, I tend to go, well, I can go in the office, but I can't guarantee when. And generally it'll be if there is a reason. Like there is clients coming in and it would be better, you know, for the contract or whatever to, you know, all be in there. That's great. If there's like a team building thing, you know, like, you know, everyone is coming in, all the remote workers are coming in, then yes, sure. But just because we want butts in seats, no. That is an absolutely terrible way to do it. Okay, right. I think everyone's now says it's perfect. So we're just waiting for progress bars to fill up. Great. Actually, there were 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Did we miss one? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, no, there are 6. Okay. 5 more cats and 20 music bags, but I haven't done the whole thing. And then what is this? Oh, Rooftop Top Band's music school. We can buy all but one. Oh, that's what the middle bit's for. Okay, right. We're going up to the top and we're zooming in. Oh, and I found one in the sky. You have no energy to do anything. You spend your entire evenings and weekends just recovering from being in the office. You know, by the time you get to the end of the week, you literally, it's like you have nothing left. And it's like, I used to be able to do it, but I've never really been able to do it and also feel like I had any kind of life. I mean, you really should get paid for all the work you're doing, but obviously it's really admirable if you're doing volunteer work. I believe people should get paid for their time, but I understand, sometimes companies, like the charity stuff, needs volunteers. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'm still job hunting. You know, I've been job hunting for 8 months. It is beyond depressing. Oh, 15. Oh, right, okay. Oof. I was going to say that is a lot of hours to do unpaid, sweetie. But yeah, it's like, I prefer to work remotely. I've been head of engineering of 2 software development teams. Over the last 4 years, pretty much fully remotely, aside from, a couple of team days. And, it is perfectly, cromulent to manage teams remotely and to work remotely. Ooh, I can buy that last band. But there are still companies that feel like unless you're there, there's a whole trust thing. A lot of it is trust. A lot of it is they have the really expensive office that they, can't not use because they're in whatever lease. And there's a lot of, usually sort of higher level, senior level people that believe that, you have to, be in the office to be able to have like spontaneous ideas and share and socialize. And it's like, no, you just need to organize your company culture in a way that works. There are some people that prefer to be in the office. That's great. If that's the only way they can work. But that's what like co-working spaces exist for, or a smaller office, But for a lot of women, introverts, neurodivergent, or, let's go with women, non-binary, etc., people outside of the gender binary, introverts and neurodivergent folk, specifically open plan offices are hell on earth. And don't work with how we work or how our bodies want to work or rhythms or anything. Ooh, we got the whole chorus in Rio. Excellent. We found all the key singers. Sweet. You got a disability pension. Yeah, because I have, so we're looking for money bags. We've got 9 more. So if you do spot one, let me know. The little money bag things. These. Because we just need 8 more now. Because I have savings, I can't claim any benefits for being out of work. I mean, if they don't have much money and they're giving you some of it for your work, then, you know, that's great. A lot of the time, it's the companies that are making a shit ton of money and then expect people to do unpaid stuff that bother me. If you're working for, you know, a small community centre that doesn't have much money but is at least paying you something, you know, that's good. I just have opinions about capitalism. But yeah, I got 8 bags of money left, which I've not found. And yeah, I just would like to have a job again because, you know, if the thing that's bugged me the most, I think, for the last 8 months, aside from not having a job, is that I can't support, you know, my streamers by buying subscriptions. I can't support all the charities I would normally support by donating, and also by, you know, by proxy supporting the streamers that are raising money for charity or whoever is raising money for charity. And that bothers me a lot because, you know, I like doing that bit, you know, I like donating to charities to help. I like being able to support small streamers. I like being able to buy games to support indie companies. I got a whole bunch of indie games on my list that I didn't get codes for that I want to buy, but I can't, you know, at the moment afford to. But as soon as I get a job sorted and contract signed, then, you know, gonna be donating to charities and, you know, supporting small streamers and indie game companies. So that's cool. You know, and then I can bulk up my savings again so that when I inevitably get made redundant, because that seems to happen, it's happened in my last 2 jobs, I will not be, yeah, I mean, I'm okay at the moment because I've managed to get some part-time contract work and I got severance, and I have savings, but also at some point, you know, I've got savings that I shouldn't really touch because it's in like tax-free ISA stuff, or is the, you know, if anything in my house breaks that is emergency, you know, I have emergency funds for that. I don't really want to start going into those funds. I'm okay at the moment, but also I don't want to be job hunting for 8 more months. I don't think actually I could afford to job hunt for 8 more months. That would be probably really hard. Yes, and yeah, I at the moment all I can do is support indie games by playing them on my stream and you know, hoping that it convinces people to buy them. And it always makes me happy when someone says, I bought that game you streamed, or I bought that game because you streamed it, and I'm just like, hey, this is why I do it. You know, there's a lot of games on True Achievements that like have handfuls of players, and I can't play them all, you know, but I do what I can. And then also by, you know, doing my Extra Life fundraising or charity, as it will be this year. I'm ready to sort out what I'm doing charity-wise this year. I have signed up for Extra Life again, but I won't be doing the 24-hour stream. No, I think that one was an ID code, Valbo, but, you know, If the beginning of the stream had the text at the top, then it's the I got a code for this. Even if I don't say it, I put that text on and it's in the description of my videos. Some games I do by myself and I do stream them. But a lot of games I do get codes for, especially these days. In fact, I think the only games that I have to play right now for stream are Jesse gave me money because he felt sorry for me. So I'm going to be playing those games, which is really sweet as well. Or I bought them a while ago and just haven't had a chance to stream them, or I got a code for them. But yeah. And even with like the giveaways and stuff is oops, I've seen a bag and I want to pick some coins. Even with the giveaways, 3 left. You know, sometimes people stream these games and say that they got them from me. You know, I did Xbox, and then them streaming those games because they like that kind of game also gives visibility as well. So, you know, even if it's games that I wouldn't play. Don't turn my TV off. Can you not tell I'm using it? Sorry, yelling at my TV. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, other people playing games that they got through one of my giveaways or like supporting me on Extra Life, you know, or the ones that Jesse does because he's way better at like any kind of platformer action games. Then yeah, so we can buy hints. There are 3 bags left. I feel like I'm playing Bar Black Sheep. They could be anywhere. I think one more go around the map. If anyone spots a bag, let me know. Otherwise, we might, rather than buying, do we buy a hint? Or do we just move on to the next level? Is there an achievement for doing it without hints? No, it doesn't matter about hints. Oh god, yeah. I mean, ID at Xbox has been amazing as a program just for getting games that, you know, could have may have never have seen the light of day. Alright, so last go round, and then we'll use hints for the last 3. Just check the sky. We've got 999 coins. I don't think we can get any more coins, so we should probably use them. Okay. It was just funny because, like, when I zoomed all the way out, I was still picking off ones that I'd seen, and then there's these 3 that I just can't see. So they're either really tiny. Oh no, 2. They're either really tiny or they're just, you know, really well camouflaged. Oh, if we can get it down to just needing 1 max, that would be okay. I don't like using hints. I had to use, they didn't have hints in the Shy Dogs one, and I did have to actually use a walkthrough for one of the levels that I just couldn't. I think it was the mining one. I just couldn't see any different, and they were like hidden. There was like an ear showing, and I'm like, but yeah, ID at Xbox is the best. And the streams should be coming back soon. There's been some issues with technology and handovers and stuff since Timber left, but oh no, there's not a limit of that. Okay, cool. We should be seeing ID streams because I like the ID showcases as well, even if they are sometimes when I'm asleep or when I'm trying to get to sleep. But yeah, I love ID. So many games have a chance to come to console that wouldn't otherwise. But also, so many of them get to come to, like, Game Pass. And indie games on Game Pass is brilliant as well. I do like to try and stream those if they've just come to Game Pass to get more people to play them. And some games I'm always surprised are indie games. Like, you know, Baldur's Gate, Lies of P. Variety of Xbox games. Oh, so one more. Alright, so once we get across to the other side, if we've not found that last one, we can use a hint. We're allowed to use a hint for the last one. We do that sometimes with the hidden kitties. Right, okay. Buy and use a hint for the money back. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Oh no, stretch and hydrate. Now we're going to Tokyo, which is going to be harder. It's like, oh no, my hydrate is hot, but also, you know, the water's sad. It makes me want to pee. I had a very small sip because it is quite hot. Okay, so we're going to do Tokyo. And ironically, the only one. Water usable. I saw nothing wrong with that sentence. My brain always feels like mush. I want to get all the way over to the corner. Okay. Alright, so this one apparently is harder, but I feel like I'm able to zoom in a bit more. So the coins are reset, so we can't buy the... Alright, so we get 5 coins possibly per money bag, or it might just depend on how big they are. And then with the chorus. Okay. So this probably is going to be trickier because there's more details, which makes it easier to hide the bits. Hopefully there's nothing hidden in like a door where it's just impossible to see. But I imagine we're going to miss quite a few first way rounds. So yeah, we may or may not get this finished before the end of stream. We should get a decent chunk of it done, put it that way. Spiritfarer was brilliant. Made me cry though. That was a sad one. Beyond Eyes, is Beyond Eyes the one where it's like a watercolory painting, and it paints depending on what you can hear because the protagonist is blind. And there's a lost cat. In which case, I really enjoyed that one. I know Spiritfarer was on Game Pass and came back to Game Pass. I can't remember if Beyond Eyes was on it. Because I think I'd already played and completed it by the point that maybe it came out on that. I don't think it was released on Game Pass, whereas I think Spiritfarer was released on Game Pass. I think I only played that one on Game Pass. I don't think I own that one. Though I wouldn't, you know, say no to purchasing Game Pass games that I really enjoy. Some of them I will, you know, just rush to finish, but a lot of them, because they're indie ones, I have codes for them so I don't have to rush, which is nice. Because I hate rushing a game, especially if I have to use a walkthrough to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, and I played more of the Naiad game, and there is a chapter select, so nothing is missable, and I got my Froggy achievement that I thought had broken. So yeah. I've forgotten that... Yeah, I'd forgotten that part. It also made me cry, yeah. Games making me cry is definitely a new thing. TV is usually the one that's made me cry. Like, games making me cry is definitely a new... Well, new, last, like, I don't know, half a dozen years. Books making me cry was definitely a rarity. Just because of how differently I consume the media. But yeah, there's been a whole bunch of games that have made me cry. Like Valiant Hearts, the sequel one that we played on stream made me sob so hard. It was heartbreaking at the end specifically, but you know, the whole story was sad, but the ending was just heartbreaking. And then with a Mira Grant book that I read the first one in a trilogy, I can't read the rest of the trilogy because I was so heartbroken, you know, ugly sobs when I was reading it. Hey, Lexiconization! I like your name. This game is cute. This game is Shy Cats Hidden Tracks, Volume 1. It is... I would say the successor to Shy Cat's Hidden Orchestra and Shy Dog's Hidden Orchestra. It is very, very cute. And it's basically another Hidden Cats game, but it's got music in it. And it's quite cute, cool. Though this one doesn't have any little puzzles to solve. This one's just literally find the cats. And then collect money. So, yeah. But I'm enjoying it. And I think, you know, it's a nice... sort of relaxing, we're having a relaxing puzzly day. This is the third game of the stream. We've got another 25 minutes or so. You'll have to write it down in your list of games to try, and that is why we stream stuff like this, because then people go, ooh. So it is developed by Enchant Games. It is available on Steam. We're playing it on Xbox. I believe it's available on other consoles as well. But the website's not up to date and I couldn't find any relevant information. Though I could possibly just Google it. Hang on. Google it. Let me just see if it shows me PlayStation. So it's available on Xbox. It's available on Steam. Ooh. I don't think it's actually on PlayStation or Switch, which is probably why I couldn't find the information. Okay, so there we go. But it's an inexpensive indie game, and it is several hours worth of fun, and also hard on the eyes. But you know, the music in the game is just lovely. And you can sort of control it yourself a little bit by turning on and off the different cats and seeing what happens. And you can also purchase like the big band cats to play along with the choir. The Shy Cats and Shy Dogs Hidden Orchestra, there's 2 games, which can be purchased as a bundle, if you've not played any of them, for £9, 19 pence, $10.99 on Xbox, so possibly similar on Steam. are, you know, it is, well, you know, it's like 2 cups of coffee or something for 3 games that give you several hours worth of fun. The extra ones are, there's more levels, but you have fewer cats, and there's a little puzzle to find to unlock a hidden cat. I like those ones. They are extremely tricky to find on some, but they did do title updates that made it easier, because you can now press, well, Y, to make your cursor flash. Because there was a level in Shy Dogs that was in the snow, and my cursor was white, and I was in the snow, and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see the dogs, let alone my cursor. So I'm glad they added that title update in. So yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it's giving Aristocrats vibes. I mean, I do love, you know, I don't like so much like musical puzzles because, you know, I have lost a lot of my musical knowledge that I used to have. But I definitely enjoy a good soundtrack. And I like the fact that this one sort of builds up. And at the moment, all I can hear is little cats going squeak. Which is kind of cute. But I like hidden cat games. There's a whole bunch of them by different developers. And yeah. They're cute. If you check out my YouTube, which is linked in my bio, then you can see like me playing some of the levels on the other games as well. But it's pretty much similar. I think this is the latest of the games. So they're like the updated mechanics. Like the press Y to show where your cursor has disappeared to if you've lost it. So this one I don't lose as much. If any of the levels were snowy, you know, then I would lose it more. This one we're finding bags of money and little cats for the chorus, of which we've actually got almost all of them. And we're only on our first round through, so that bodes well. But there'll inevitably be, you know, 1 or 2 that are just hidden and I'm not picking up. I just love how they just go when I add them to the orchestra. Hooray! Oh gosh, yeah, 360p internet, you're definitely not going to be able to find any of these tiny cats. But it is good to see you. How is... Oh... The place that you went for the walking and not falling off and climbing and not falling off mountains. I forget the location, but I remember you were going on holiday and doing something where you could potentially injure yourself. And I was like, please don't injure yourself. But my memory for names is terrible. Either which way, I hope you're having a good holiday and you've not fallen off anything. Finland! Yes. Does that have anything to climb? I thought Finland was fairly flat. Or are you going elsewhere afterwards? Or am I getting Finland mixed up with something else? Is Finland flat? Actually, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with Holland, which is kind of flat. My geography is not the best these days, I have to admit. But I've also never been to Finland, so I don't have any experience in that. Cheese button, let's buy some more. Oh, you can turn them up. Oh, you're cross-country skiing. My gosh. Wow, that was a really big leaf. Why am I clicking money bags? Because I have to find 60 kitties and 99 money bags. And then if I get more money, I can buy more orchestra. There are fans that will give me money. But at the moment, I'm just trying to see what I can find hidden wise. Yeah, I can't ski. So yeah. Similar. Impressed by any amount of cross-country skiing. Ah, you're in a small complex rather than a trailside hut. I mean, that's useful. Perfect. Oh, there's a cat in the cloud. Okay, so zoom out and click on the people. Is 59 cats enough to give me monies? So I don't really need to click on them more than past I've got all of the coins. Did I find all 6? Ah, there's one up there still charging. This is a very long map. You have semi-functional Wi-Fi and showers. I mean, you know, it's the showers, right? Okay, so we need 100 if we want to get a hint. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! There's the last one. 5. And then one's been the things over there. Okay. Cool. Hi back. I'm Joe. Right. So we've got 100 for a hint. We've got 1 cat and 10 money bags. So we're going to go back to this corner, zoom in, and go back across. So if anyone spots a cat or a money bag, ooh, just like that, do let me know, because at this point, we've already been through it once. It's quite a long level. We've got 15 minutes to find the rest of the things, and then we'll finish the stream. It'll be quite good. So far, you've seen 0 other humans, 2 curious lynxes, 5 groups of reindeer, a couple of deer, silly polecats, and foxes who want food. That sounds like so much fun! I'll be honest, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I bet it's cold. And at the moment, I'm not enjoying the cold. Mainly because the cold is not accompanied by snow. Though I suppose if you're skiing, it will involve snow. So I would be a lot happier with that. Definitely. Yeah. Because I like snow. And snow, ironically, makes me feel a little bit warmer. Even if it's cold. I really love some snow. We have some shitty frost right now. As that is the only thing. I missed a money back. Oh, okay. Do you remember what it was next to? Also, I thought you were on tiny, tiny internet. In the red. Okay. Okay. Right. Red. Oh, pup. Okay, hang on. Money bag on the... Ah! Right. No parking sign. Thank you. Next to the waving cat. Right. Which I think is actually a fox. Or a panda. Ah! I see. It's up here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You tend to avoid stuff that makes you cry. I mean, yeah. That's the mood as well. I have stuff that I will watch if I want to cry because I want to cry. Yeah, 360 power. I was going to say I could see that at 4K. It's a tanuki. I think it was a fox. I thought it was a fox. I think there is a red panda as well. There's also a dog and a donkey and stuff. And a cow. This one is a cow. I could skip back and click on it so you can see it a bit bigger. I think it's a fox. I think I'm gonna go with fox. Yeah, it's like I will sometimes specifically watch media that I know is gonna make me cry because I want to cry. Which is... I doubt that's the healthiest way of dealing with feelings, but sometimes it's like, well, I want to cry, so I will make something that makes me cry so I can cry, and then I don't feel like I shouldn't be sad. Yeah, I know that's problematic, but hey, you know. And this is a donkey. But yeah, sometimes it's like, it'll make me sad, and I didn't even know it was going to make me sad. I mean... Money bag below donkey. Okay. Money bag below donkey. I can't see one. Oh! Now I can. Thank you. Yes, leaky is a very sensitive leaky. Yes. But there is nothing wrong with that. I don't know how to express my feelings in a healthy manner, so, you know. Anyone that can express their feelings, you know, vaguely healthily, I admire much. Yes. I don't know how to feel my feelings a lot of the time. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I just passed the tissues by default. You could see the dollar sign but not the bag. Yes, I just couldn't see it at all, and so I was like, well, it's got to be there because you've said it's there and I trust you. And I'm like, I can't see it. Maybe if I wiggle the screen around a little bit. Ah, got it now. But it was really tricky to see. So 1 cat and 5 money bags left. And if we've just got 1 left when we get to the end, we'll use a hint. Because I think we did go fast through a lot of this because I was like, oh, there's not many up here. But that probably just means we've missed it. But yeah, looking for the dollar signs, not a bad shout. So it might be more obvious. I'm trying to overlap as well so that the chorus at the bottom doesn't, and my head doesn't get in the way. Because you see, if we're back to the donkey, so we can pick up those coins. I mean, crying is a perfectly natural response. You know, people that go, you know, like, boys shouldn't cry are just wrong. You know, if you have something to cry about, then... Even if you don't have something to cry about. Even if you just want to cry because emotions are big. is perfectly valid. Oh, right, okay. Well, that didn't help. Ah! There's one on the top of that thing there. I mean, you know, you should see the sentences I write sometimes, Velbo. They're not even in any kind of language because my fingers got too fast for my fingers couldn't keep up with my Yes, on the flip side is you don't have to cry because everyone else is crying. Yes. It's not necessarily a social thing. Yes, if you're not, you can be sad without needing to cry. And you can cry without needing to be sad. If that makes sense. You know, there's no correct way to be anything. Oh, hello, money bag up there. 3 money bags, 1 cat. Cat! I found the cat. Alright, 3 money bags. We have got enough coins that we could just use a hint. But we've got 5 minutes left. Let's give it one more go round. Let's go up and down this time. If we don't find them by the end, then I'll use the hints. It's like if someone else is crying, you are allowed to cry, you're allowed to not cry, you're allowed to be influenced by someone else crying. That all of these are okay. However, if I yawn and you don't yawn, then you're a psychopath, clearly. I am just kidding. There's like a whole reciprocal thing with yawning, but I don't necessarily think that always works over the internet. Laughing can be infectious as well, but yawning is supposedly infectious. I mean, Ray, you said it. I did not. I was semi-joking on the whole not yawning thing. I yawn a lot. I am exhausted pretty much permanently. And I had the most disturbing ass dream last night that I can still remember quite vividly. Where, I don't know, there was something, I was at home, like my parents' house, but it was not quite that. Like next door was like under construction or something because it became like a place where I was trying to hide. But I was trying to hide from a giant snail that didn't have a shell, which I realized when I woke up is a slug. But still, the fact that it was it was giant mutated, but there was also like one that had a really cool shell. But then I was also like not in my body for some reason. I was in somebody else's body, but it was like I was this was a whole thing that it was acceptable that I was in somebody else's body. But and then it was like, oh well, we can just get Leaky to Photoshop it into the pictures. That I was in the wrong body. Yes, I know now it's a slug, but there were a lot of snails, and this snail didn't have a shell in my nightmare. So yeah, but yeah, there was the whole, oh yeah, Leaky can just fix it in Photoshop. I feel like I maybe take advantage of Leaky and his amazing Photoshop skills a little too much. I don't think we're gonna find these last 3, are we? I'd probably kick myself and be like, oh yeah, I should have seen that. But I figure if it's 2 stars, we should at least get 1 more before we use the hints. Well, no, you could fix I think it was a wedding photo by photoshopping the me that was in somebody else's body with the me in my body. um in the wedding photos. I don't know who was getting married, just to clarify. I don't know why I was in someone else's body. Especially seeing as I'm fairly certain it was one of the people off the Traitors, because I was watching it right before I went to bed. Yeah, I am very affected by other people's states of mind, especially, you know, work atmospheres. So yeah, I can tell if other people are stressed, I am stressed. And if I don't know why I'm stressed, it's frustrating until I figure out which person is stressed and leaking it all over everywhere. But it also, you know, in like toxic environments, I feel, you know, physically ill. And it took me a while to figure out, you know, the whole double empathy problem. It's like, I have too much empathy. I feel all the things. I'm just not seeing these last three. I feel like 2 stars, we should have... we had 1 star, we had 1 left. With 2 stars, we should only have 2 left, but we've got 3 left. So I need to find 1 more. Oh, you found one. Pole. Pole. Which pole? On top of one of the houses. Oh, yeah. Go team. Yeah, that was totally all of you. Thank you. Yes. So then we've only got 2 left. There's 2 stars for the difficulty. So, yeah. Excellent. Right. 2 stars, 2 left. I feel like that's reasonable for using the hints. Perfect. Giggity. Exactly. I hadn't spotted that one. The problem is when it's sort of too close to something else and my brain just goes, yeah, that's not a thing. That's normal. Like, in all the detail in the trees, I'd probably miss one as well. Oh, there was another one. Okay, we can go back. In the same pole? Or somewhere else? Because we just reached the end, but if you found another one, we can go back. Right of that, or to the left of it. Okay, so let's go back to the house pole. Okay, there's the house pole. It's like if someone has seen it, then therefore it may be easier to pick up. Top of a house to the left of the pole, right where the roof connects to the glass. I did get one here. Top of a house. Oh, no, just left and up. Down. This White House or that White House? Okay. Got it! It's in the purple. Yes. I got it. Right, okay. So we've got 1 left. Are we allowed to use a hint for the one? No one saw any other ones that I missed. We got to the end. Yes, that. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it stressful. It was like you'd seen one, and I'm like, right, how do I get back to where it was? And then I was just like, I just couldn't see it again because it was in the purple and it was just, you know. Go back in the trees. Okay. To the right. There's a lot of trees, so I probably missed one in the trees. That's as far as trees as I can go. this big clump of trees, or was it a smaller bit of tree? But anyway, this will be the last one. You're just trying to look in the buffering. Okay, yes, no worries. I feel vindicated, or at least, you know, not vindicated. I feel justified in using a hint for the last one. But if we don't need to, then that would also be kind of cool. I'm not seeing anything in the trees, but that doesn't mean there isn't something there. Just vibing with the little kitten singing. Giant leaf! The giant leaves are freaking me out. Okay. We have so much money. I'm checking all the trees. If I don't find it in the trees and no one speaks up, then I'm just using the hint. And then I'm going because I'm kind of hungry. We could zoom out. Alright. I'm just gonna use a hint. Oh, it was in the bicycle basket. How did you find that? Congratulations, you found them all. Woohoo! We saved Tokyo. Okay, so what did I click on? Ah, yeah, I know I found them all in Rio. Didn't mean to click on that. I was trying to click on the thing and then got... Okay, so Rio 100%, Tokyo 100%, and then I've got Paris, the hardest one to do on my own. We got 9 out of 13, half the game score. We are under 1,000 away from having 7 ones in a row. I will see if I can put the 1 on the end of it and plan that accordingly. But half course in Paris. We've got 4 achievements left for that, for the remaining 500 gamer score. So, yes. Well done, team. That was definitely a team effort. I love those ones when they're a team effort. It makes me very happy. We are now going to end the stream. We've had 3 games today, thanks to Ideate Xbox. Cat-related puzzles, various different sort of tempos. I feel like this one was the best, but then I'm biased into the liking kitten cats. The pots one was cool, but the cursor was too slow. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here today. If you haven't got your daily Chivo yet, then you've got about 30 seconds to claim it in the channel points at the bottom, the little green trophy, and the info in my bio about daily Chivos. Basically, if you collect 50 of them in multiples of 50, then you get tokens which you can use to redeem for games. And yeah. Basically that's that. And yeah, I will be back on Tuesday with something. I don't know what. But we will see closer to the time because I'm picking games. You're waiting for special request. Okay, no worries. Oh wow, you're quite close then. Fair enough. Yes, there is a special request thing which we can potentially refund if it's just not physically possible, but we will do our best to accommodate and have like a whole stream theme around and stuff like that. But yeah, 150, I think it's 150 daily Chivos, which you can get by watching like 20 minutes of the stream and following the stream and that sort of thing. Oh, it is game related. But you can do like a whole theme and challenges and stuff because it's a special request. But yes, you can special request a game. You can also just request a game for a lot fewer points. But at the moment, it would kind of have to be something I already own because, unless you're willing to donate the game as well. Because have no job. Once I've got the job, it'll be a lot easier to do those sort of things. Or once I've got a job. Anyway, beside the point, I really need to go to the bathroom again because I've been hydrating. Thank you, lovely people, for keeping me hydrated today as well. It's been really fun. I do need to eat, but yeah. I will see you on Tuesday. I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. Love you all. Catch you later. Bye.